everyday suspense, where every night begins with a new mystery. If you enjoy our stories, subscribe now so you never miss the next adventure. Now, get comfortable, close your eyes, and let tonight's story begin. Last night, Detective Noah Carter watched two identical train number 9s appear on the same track. He found his missing partner, but nothing about Daniel Brooks made sense anymore. A station that officially doesn't exist. Passengers who never seem to grow old. A station master trapped for 50 years. A little girl who always knows what's about to happen. And finally, a second Noah Carter, standing inside another train. Tonight, the answers become darker, because this story is no longer about a missing train. It's about something that has been choosing people for over 50 years. If Noah makes one wrong decision, history won't repeat itself. It will erase him completely. So, turn off the lights, take a deep breath, and step back into Ashcroft Station, where every ticket has a destination, but not every passenger returns. Train, the hall trembled. The two locomotives continued rolling toward one another through the thick white mist. Neither engineer reached for the brakes. Neither whistle sounded again. It was as though both trains already knew the collision would never happen. Noah stood frozen, his eyes locked on the second train. The man staring back through the window was himself. Same face, same dark coat, same scar above the left eyebrow, even the same silver watch. The only difference, the other Noah was smiling, not happily, knowingly. Daniel stepped beside him. Don't wave. What? Don't acknowledge him. Why? Because the moment he knows you've seen him, he'll know you've remembered. Noah looked away from the window. What are you talking about? Daniel hesitated. I didn't remember either. Remember what? My first visit. Silence. Noah stared at him. My first visit. Daniel slowly nodded. I wasn't here only once. I've been here before. When? I don't know. I can't remember. But every time I dream, I wake up standing on platform 9. The stranger among the broken clocks quietly watched them. His expression remained unreadable. The two trains finally reached each other. Instead of crashing, they passed through one another. Steel through steel, glass through glass, smoke through smoke, like reflections crossing inside a mirror. Not a single sound, not a single spark. For one impossible second, both trains occupied exactly the same space. Then, the second train disappeared into darkness. Only train number 9 remained. The little girl holding the rabbit whispered. It happened again. Noah immediately turned. What happened? She looked directly into his eyes. The exchange. Before Noah could ask another question, every passenger in the hall bowed their heads. Together. Perfectly synchronized. The piano played one lonely note. The stranger closed his eyes. It's time. Daniel grabbed Noah's arm. We have to move. Where? The archive. Edward looked shocked. No, you can't take him there, Daniel answered without slowing. He has already seen too much. The stranger didn't stop them. He simply stepped aside. As if he had expected this choice from the beginning. Noah looked back once. The stranger was gone. Only the broken clocks remained. Daniel led them through a narrow wooden door hidden behind the piano. The hallway beyond smelled of old paper. Thousands of shelves stretched into darkness. Books, files, ledgers, boxes. Every shelf carried dates instead of titles. 1902, 1911, 1938, 1957, 1976, 1984, 1999, 2015, 2026. Noah ran his fingers across one shelf. Dust covered almost nothing. Someone visited this place often. What is this? Daniel answered quietly. The archive. Every disappearance. Every investigation. Every detective. Everything ends up here. Noah stopped. Every detective. Daniel nodded. He reached toward a shelf marked Federal Investigations. Pulled out a thick black folder. The cover already carried Noah's name. Noah Carter. Noah's breathing stopped. This is impossible. Daniel handed him the file. Open it. His hands hesitated. Then he lifted the cover. Inside, photographs. Dozens of them. Everyone showed Noah walking into the station, entering the tunnel, meeting Elias, standing beside Edward. Everything he had done tonight, already documented. The final page was blank. Only one sentence had been typed. Case status. Pending return. Noah slowly closed the file. Who writes these? Daniel whispered. No one ever sees the writer. A chair scraped across the floor behind them. All three turned. The old librarian stood between the shelves. Noah hadn't heard him arrive. Thin, almost skeletal. Round glasses. Black suit covered in dust. He carried an old oil lamp instead of a flashlight. Without speaking, he walked to the counter, opened an enormous register, then finally looked at Noah. Name. Noah frowned. You already know my name. The librarian repeated. Name. Daniel leaned closer. Don't tell him. Noah looked confused. Why? Because once he writes it, you belong here. The librarian smiled patiently. As you wish. He dipped his pen into black ink. Then, without Noah saying a single word, he began writing anyway. Slowly, carefully, each letter echoed across the silent archive. N-O-A-H. The ink shimmered strangely. Not black, dark crimson. The librarian closed the register. Stamped the page once. Returned. Noah's blood ran cold. I never signed anything. You didn't have to. The old man calmly closed the book. You entered. The lights flickered. A loud metallic bell echoed through the shelves. Daniel looked toward the ceiling. We're too late. What happened? Chapter 2 Part 6. The scream between the shelves. The scream lasted less than 2 seconds. Then, nothing. Not an echo. Not a cry for help. Only silence. The kind of silence that makes a person question whether they had heard anything at all. Noah looked toward the endless rows of shelves. Who was that? The librarian calmly adjusted his glasses. Without looking up, he answered, someone who remembered. Daniel's face immediately hardened. We have to move. No. Noah stepped toward the dark aisle where the scream had come from. If someone's alive, I'm not leaving them. Edward sighed. That's exactly what Daniel said. Those words stopped Noah. He slowly turned. When? The first night. Daniel looked away. I told you, I made every mistake you're about to make. Noah ignored him. He switched on his flashlight. The narrow beam stretched between towering shelves filled with thousands of files. Each shelf seemed taller than the last, almost touching the ceiling. The paper smelled old, very old, not damp, not rotten, just old, as though time itself had been stored here. Noah walked forward. His footsteps echoed softly. 5 steps. 10. 15. The aisle seemed far longer than it should have been. He glanced back. Daniel, Edward, the librarian, had disappeared. Not hidden. Gone. The aisle behind him was completely empty. Noah stopped. Daniel. No answer. Edward. Silence. Only the faint ticking of a distant clock. He reached for his radio. Static. Nothing else. Then, another sound. A page turning. Very slowly. Someone was reading. Somewhere nearby. Noah followed the sound. The flashlight revealed a small wooden reading table. A single green desk lamp glowed above it. An old man sat in the chair. His back faced Noah. He appeared to be reading a thick leather journal. Noah approached cautiously. Sir, no response. The man turned another page. You heard the scream. Still nothing. Noah walked closer. Only a few feet remained between them. The old man finally spoke. Without looking up. You're late. Noah frowned. Late for what? The interview. What interview? The old man slowly closed the journal. I've been waiting. Since 1989. He stood, turned around. Noah's flashlight slipped slightly. The face staring back at him was older, much older, wrinkled, gray-haired, but unmistakable. It was Noah, not another copy, not a reflection. An elderly version of himself. His left eyebrow carried the same scar. His wedding band matched perfectly. Even the old leather shoulder holster was identical. Neither man spoke. The older Noah smiled sadly. I wondered how long it would take you. The younger Noah's heartbeat thundered inside his chest. What are you? The older detective laughed quietly. I asked the same question when I met him. Him. The older Noah nodded toward the darkness. You'll know soon enough. The younger Noah slowly raised his pistol. The older version never reacted. If you shoot me, you'll only lose another answer. Silence. The pistol lowered. How is this possible? The older Noah opened the journal. turned it toward him. Every page contained handwritten notes. Thousands of them. Sketches, maps, timelines, passenger lists, names, dates. Every investigation Noah had ever worked on, including cases that hadn't happened yet. He pointed to one page. Tomorrow's date, already written. Below it, a sentence. Detective Noah Carter disappears. Asterisk, asterisk. The younger Noah looked up. Who wrote this? I did. When? The older detective smiled. Tomorrow. A cold breeze swept through the aisle. The desk lamp flickered. The older Noah suddenly became serious. Listen carefully. You don't have much time. Noah leaned closer. The station doesn't trap people. It traps decisions. What does that mean? You've already made the choice. I haven't chosen anything. You entered. Silence. The moment you stepped onto platform 9, every version of your future became real. The younger Noah struggled to understand. So you're one possibility. And the other Noah? Another possibility. Daniel. The older Noah looked down. He's running out of possibilities. Before Noah could ask another question, the old journal slammed shut by itself. A deep horn echoed somewhere inside the archive. The shelves vibrated. Books began falling one after another. Thump, thump, thump. The older Noah immediately stood. They found you. Who? Instead of answering, the older detective grabbed Noah's wrist. For the first time, his hand felt freezing cold. Not cool, not chilled. Like touching solid ice, he pulled Noah toward the far end of the aisle. There isn't much time. What are we running from? You'll hear them before you see them. Chapter 2, Part 7. THE Catalogers. Are you ready to be catalogued? The voice drifted through the darkness. It wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. It came from everywhere. Between the shelves. Above the ceiling. Beneath the wooden floor. As though the archive itself had spoken. Noah held his breath. The older version of himself tightened his grip on Noah's wrist. Don't answer. The footsteps resumed. Slow. Perfectly synchronized. One pair. Then another. Then dozens more. The sound surrounded the aisle. The older Noah quietly blew out the green desk lamp. Complete darkness swallowed them. Only the faint blue glow of Edward's lantern, somewhere far away, flickered through the maze of shelves. Then, a shadow crossed the end of the aisle. Not a person. A silhouette. Tall. Unnaturally thin. Its head almost touched the ceiling. Another appeared beside it. Then another. Within seconds. 7 dark figures stood silently at the entrance of the aisle. None of them moved. None of them breathed. One finally spoke. We are searching for Detective Noah Carter. The younger Noah instinctively stepped backward. The older Noah slowly shook his head. They already know you're here. Then why are they asking? Because names have power here. One of the figures lifted a long leather-bound book. The cover carried no title, only a brass lock. Another figure opened an ink bottle. The liquid inside wasn't black. It shimmered dark red. The third figure held an old fountain pen. Its nib looked more like a needle than a pen. The tallest figure took one slow step forward. State your name, and your story will be preserved. Silence. Noah remained motionless. The figure waited. Exactly 10 seconds. Then quietly closed the book. He refuses. Another voice answered from somewhere behind them. Then search the memories. The 7 figures separated. Each disappeared into a different aisle. Their footsteps faded. The older Noah finally exhaled. They'll search every shelf. For what? For you. Daniel's voice suddenly echoed from the darkness. Noah, I'm over here. The younger Noah immediately looked toward the sound. The older detective grabbed his arm. That's not Daniel. It sounds exactly like him. I know. It's supposed to. The voice came again. Urgent. Panicked. They've got Edward. Hurry. Noah closed his eyes. Every instinct urged him to run toward the voice. Instead, he remained still. 30 seconds passed. Then the voice changed. No longer desperate. Now calm. Almost amused. Good. You've learned. The silence returned. The older Noah nodded with quiet approval. They test everyone. What happens if I answer? You disappear. Like the passengers? No. Worse. Noah frowned. What could be worse than disappearing? The older detective looked at the endless shelves. You become part of the archive. A faint scraping sound echoed above them. Noah looked upward. A wooden ladder, attached to the shelves, was moving by itself, slowly sliding along an iron rail. It stopped directly above them. Someone was standing on it, looking down. The librarian. He held the enormous register under one arm. His glasses reflected the dim light. You've entered a restricted section. His voice remained calm. Visitors are not permitted here. The older Noah stepped in front of the younger one. You know why we're here? The librarian nodded once. I do. Then you also know. He cannot stay. Silence. The librarian climbed down the ladder with surprising speed. He stopped only a few feet away. Then opened the register. He turned several pages. Stopped. Read silently. Looked at Noah. Then quietly closed the book. It has changed. The older Noah frowned. What changed? The ending. Noah immediately asked. My ending? The librarian didn't answer. Instead, he removed a single folded document from inside the register. Yellow with age. Its edges burned. He handed it to Noah. Across the top, typed in faded black ink. Confidential Federal Bureau of Investigation case closed date, October 19, 2026. Noah's hands trembled. That date hadn't happened yet. He unfolded the report. The first line read, asterisk, asterisk, lead investigator. Detective Noah Carter asterisk, asterisk. The second line. Stopped his breathing. Cause of incident. Voluntary boarding. Asterisk, asterisk. He looked up sharply. What does that mean? The librarian answered in the same calm voice. It means, according to the report, you chose the train. Before Noah could speak again, a deep horn echoed through the archive. Longer than before. Louder than before. The shelves trembled violently. Thousands of files began sliding from their places, one after another. Hundreds of papers filled the air, like a snowstorm of forgotten memories. Every page contained photographs. Eve. Chapter 2 Part 8. The writer of the archive. The train glided silently through the archive. No steam, no screech of steel, only the slow rhythm of its wheels rolling across invisible tracks. Every hanging page froze in midair. Thousands of reports, thousands of forgotten names, hung motionless like white leaves trapped in time. Noah couldn't move. The locomotive stopped only a few feet away. Its headlamp dimmed. The last carriage door opened with a slow metallic click. The man inside didn't step out immediately. Instead, he carefully closed the book resting on his lap. The sound echoed through the archive. Not because it was loud, because everything else had become completely silent. He stood. His movements were unhurried, measured, almost ceremonial. The brim of his dark hat hid his eyes. A long charcoal gray coat brushed against the floor as he descended from the carriage. Every step left no footprint, not even in the thick layer of dust. The older Noah whispered, "Don't speak first." The stranger stopped exactly 6 feet away. He removed one black leather glove. His right hand held an old fountain pen. The same pen Noah had seen in the hands of the catalogers. Only this one looked different. Its nib wasn't stained with ink. It shimmered silver, almost alive. The stranger looked at Noah. "You've read many of my reports." His voice was calm, refined, like an old professor greeting a student. Noah kept his expression steady. "Who are you?" The man smiled faintly. "I've been called many things. The archivist, the historian, the witness, the keeper, but none of those were my name." "What is your name?" "I surrendered it long ago." Silence settled over the archive. The floating pages slowly drifted back to the floor, one by one, without wind, without sound. The stranger looked toward the older Noah. "You've survived longer than most." The older detective answered quietly, "I've also failed longer than most." The archivist nodded. "That is true." Then he turned back to Noah. "You still believe this is a murder investigation?" "It isn't." "No. What is it then?" The archivist slowly lifted his silver pen. A correction. Before Noah could ask another question, the pen touched the air. Not paper. Empty space. He wrote a single line. As the invisible sentence was completed, the archive changed. Every bookshelf began moving. Entire walls shifted sideways. Passageways disappeared. New corridors appeared. The floor beneath Noah's feet trembled. Daniel stumbled backward. "It's rewriting." Edward's lantern flickered violently. The blue flame almost died. Noah looked around. Nothing remained where it had been moments earlier. The reading table vanished. The register disappeared. Even the aisle they had entered through no longer existed. The archivist calmly watched the transformation. You see, history is only stable until someone remembers it. Noah narrowed his eyes. You keep talking about memory. Because memory built this place. The archivist pointed toward one shelf. Choose any file. Noah stepped closer, pulled a random folder free. The cover read, Margaret Ellis. Inside, there were no police reports, no witness statements, only memories. A child's birthday, a rainy afternoon, a first kiss, a wedding, a forgotten song. Tiny fragments of an ordinary life. No official records. Only moments. Noah looked up. These aren't case files. The archivist smiled. No, they're lives. He gently closed the folder. People don't disappear when they die. They disappear when nobody remembers them. Those words lingered in the silent archive. Daniel slowly looked toward the endless shelves. So that's what this place is. The archivist nodded. A memory has to live somewhere. And when the last person forgets, he lightly tapped the silver pen against his palm. Someone has to write it down. Noah's heartbeat slowed. So every passenger, their memories are stored here. Exactly. And train number 9, the archivist's smile faded. That is where the forgotten come to wait. A deep horn echoed from somewhere beyond the shelves. The archivist glanced toward the darkness. They're impatient tonight. Edward stepped forward. You've broken the cycle. I delayed it. You changed the report. I corrected the report. No, you rewrote it. The archivist sighed. The difference matters. Before Noah could interrupt, a cold wind swept through the archive. Every candle extinguished at once. Darkness swallowed the shelves. Only the silver pen continued glowing. The archivist quietly raised it. You came here looking for a killer. He drew another invisible line in the air. But every investigation reaches the same conclusion. The glowing sentence slowly appeared before Noah. Not every death is. Chapter 2 Part 9 The price of memory. Noah didn't answer. Not immediately. The archivist's words echoed through the endless shelves. You may save your partner, or protect every memory inside this station. The silence that followed felt heavier than any scream Noah had heard that night. He slowly looked at Daniel. You knew this would happen. Daniel nodded. I prayed it wouldn't. But you still brought me here. I didn't. You called me. No. Daniel's tired eyes met Noah's. I tried to stop you. The phone call wasn't me. Noah remembered the voice. Calm. Urgent. Familiar. The voice that had pulled him toward Ashcroft Station. If it wasn't you, then who? The archivist answered before Daniel could speak. The station. Noah frowned. A station can't make phone calls. It doesn't. It remembers voices. The words settled inside Noah's mind. Every strange conversation. Every familiar whisper, every impossible echo, had never belonged to ghosts. The station had simply repeated voices it had already collected, like an enormous recorder, playing memories back to the living. Edward slowly lowered the blue lantern. "That's why I kept hearing my wife." The archivist nodded. "She visited once." Edward's face changed. "I never told anyone that. You didn't need to." "I remember." A deep metallic sound rolled beneath the archive. The train was moving again. Not leaving. Circling. Waiting. The shelves trembled. Several old files slipped onto the floor. One landed at Noah's feet. He picked it up. The name on the cover made him freeze. Elias Morgan asterisk. He slowly opened it. The first page held a faded photograph. A 10-year-old boy standing beside a railway signal, smiling. His father stood beside him wearing a station master's uniform. The next page wasn't a report. It was a handwritten letter. "If anyone ever finds this, please tell my son I tried to stop the train. Tell him I wasn't afraid to die. I was afraid to leave him alone." Noah quietly closed the file. He looked toward Elias. The station master hadn't spoken a single word. His eyes never left the photograph. For the first time, Noah saw tears running down his face. Not loud, not dramatic. Just silent tears falling onto 50-year-old paper. "I never knew," Elias whispered. "My father wrote to me." The archivist answered gently. "You weren't ready to remember." The room became still again. Then, a child's footsteps echoed between the shelves. Soft, quick. The little girl appeared at the end of the aisle, still carrying the worn stuffed rabbit. She looked frightened for the first time. "They're coming." Daniel immediately stepped forward. "Who?" "The empty passengers." The temperature dropped instantly. A layer of frost spread across the wooden floor. One bookshelf cracked with a loud snap. The lantern's blue flame shrank until it was barely visible. The little girl hugged the rabbit tightly. "They're angry." Noah looked toward the darkness beyond the shelves. "What are empty passengers?" The archivist's calm expression faded. "People whose memories have disappeared before their bodies did." Noah felt a chill crawl down his spine. "They're alive. Technically. They breathe. They walk. They speak. But nothing remains inside them. No dreams. No love. No fear. No past. Only movement. Only habit. Only emptiness." Then, a slow dragging sound echoed from somewhere in the darkness. Scrape. 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 Not footsteps. Suitcases. Many of them. Being pulled across the floor. One by one. Pale figures emerged between the shelves. Men. Women. Children. All wearing old travel clothes. Every face expressionless. Every pair of eyes completely white. Each carried a suitcase. Each ticket still pinned to their coat. None looked toward Noah. They simply continued walking toward the waiting train. The little girl hid behind Daniel. "They don't remember where they're going," the archivist quietly replied. "They only remember that they must leave." Noah watched them pass. There were dozens, then hundreds. An endless procession. No voices. No conversation. Only the scraping of luggage across ancient wood. Suddenly, one of the passengers stopped. A young man, no older than 25. He slowly turned his head, looked directly at Noah. For a brief second, his white eyes became normal. Brown. Human. He whispered only one sentence. "Don't let me forget my mother." Then, the color vanished again. He turned and continued walking toward the train. Noah took an involuntary step after him. Daniel caught his arm. "You can't save them. There must be a way. I searched for 11 months. And Daniel's answer came quietly. "I couldn't even save myself." The procession continued. Chapter 2, Part 10. Final boarding. The announcement echoed through the archive. "Final boarding has begun." The old speaker crackled, then fell silent. Noah looked toward the endless line of passengers. Hundreds of empty faces. Hundreds of forgotten lives. Each carrying the same expression. None of them frightened. None of them hopeful. They simply walked, one slow step after another, toward train number 9. The archivist quietly watched them pass. They don't know where they're going anymore. They only remember that they're supposed to leave. Noah tightened his fists. "There has to be another way." "There always is," the archivist replied. "But every other way costs more." Daniel stepped closer. "You've seen enough. We have to go." "No." Noah shook his head. "I'm leaving with you." Daniel's smile carried more sadness than hope. "I said those exact words 11 months ago." Noah stared at him. "What happened?" Daniel slowly looked toward the waiting train. "I ran. I reached the platform. I almost stepped outside." His breathing became uneven. "Then, I heard someone crying." "The little girl?" Daniel nodded. "She had lost her rabbit. I went back. For only a minute. When I returned, the station had already chosen." Silence. The little girl slowly lowered her head. "I'm sorry." Daniel smiled gently. "It wasn't your fault." The child looked toward Noah. "My rabbit wasn't lost." Everyone looked at her. She hugged the old stuffed rabbit tightly. "I lied." The archive became completely silent. Daniel frowned. "What?" The little girl's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't lose it. I was told to say that." Noah slowly knelt before her. "Who told you?" She hesitated, then quietly pointed toward the train. Not the conductor. Not the archivist. The last carriage. A single figure stood inside the doorway, almost hidden by shadow. Noah couldn't see the face. Only one detail. A silver pocket watch, hanging from a chain. The watch was moving backward. Tick, tick, tick. The little girl whispered, "He tells everyone what to say." Edward looked toward the carriage. His face turned pale. "I've never seen him leave the train." The archivist lowered his eyes. "He rarely does." Noah stood. "I'm going to him." Daniel immediately stepped into his path. "No. Move. You don't understand." "Then explain it." Daniel's voice broke for the first time. If you step into that carriage, you won't be talking to a man. You'll be talking to the reason this station still exists. Noah didn't move. The passengers continued boarding, one by one, without hesitation. Each disappeared into the train. The conductor silently checked every ticket. Punch, punch, punch. The metallic sound echoed through the archive. Every punch ticket burst into tiny particles of light. The light drifted upward, then disappeared into the ceiling. Noah watched carefully. What happens to them? The archivist answered softly. The memories return. To where? To the people who still remember. Another passenger reached the conductor, an elderly woman. She searched her pockets. No ticket. The conductor looked at her kindly, then simply nodded. She boarded anyway. No questions, no punishment, no fear. Noah frowned. I thought everyone needed a ticket. They do, the archivist replied. But not everyone carries it. What does that mean? Instead of answering, the archivist looked directly at Noah. Your ticket has been with you since the moment you arrived. Noah instinctively searched his coat pockets. Wallet, notebook, Daniel's file. Nothing else. Then, his fingers touched something. A folded piece of thick paper. He slowly removed it. An old railway ticket. Cream-colored. Stamped in faded ink. Train No. 9 passenger. Noah Carter. Noah's breathing stopped. He had never seen the ticket before. Yet, it had somehow been inside his coat all night. Daniel closed his eyes. So it finally appeared. The conductor looked up. For the first time, he smiled directly at Noah. Not a threatening smile. Almost a welcoming one. He tipped his cap, as though greeting a passenger who had arrived exactly on time. The station speaker crackled once more. 1 minute until departure. The whistle sounded. Steam drifted across the platform. The train doors slowly began closing. The last carriage remained open, waiting only for Noah. The mysterious figure inside never moved, never spoke. Only the silver pocket watch continued counting backward. Tick, tick, tick. Then, the figure slowly raised one hand and beckoned Noah forward. Chapter 2 Part 11 The last carriage. The hand remained raised. Not demanding. Not threatening. Simply waiting. The silver pocket watch continued its impossible rhythm. Tick, tick, tick. Backward. Each second that disappeared seemed to pull the station deeper into silence. Noah looked down at the ticket in his hand. His name, his destination. No departure time. No seat number. Only one sentence printed across the bottom in faded black ink. Return if you remember. He slowly turned the ticket over. The back was blank, until dark letters began appearing one by one. Not printed. Written. As if an invisible hand were moving across the paper. One passenger. A pause. More letters formed. Must always remember. The writing stopped. Daniel stared at the ticket. It never said that before. The archivist quietly replied, because it wasn't written before. A deep rumble rolled beneath the platform. The train breathed like a living creature. Steam drifted around the wheels. The conductor checked his old pocket watch, then looked toward the last carriage. 30 seconds. Noah took one step forward. Daniel immediately grabbed his shoulder. If you board now, everything changes. Noah didn't look back. It already has. Edward stepped beside Daniel. Listen to him. I've watched this happen for decades. No one comes back the same. The little girl suddenly walked toward Noah. She held out the stuffed rabbit. You'll need this. Noah looked confused. I can't take your rabbit. She smiled sadly. It was never mine. Before Noah could answer, she opened a small zipper hidden beneath one of the rabbit's ears. Something metallic fell into her hand. An old brass key. Small, beautifully carved. Its head was shaped like the number 9. Daniel's eyes widened. The key. The archivist looked genuinely surprised. I thought it was lost. The little girl gently placed the key into Noah's palm. My mother said, give it only to the man who asks the wrong questions, for the right reasons. The platform fell silent. Even the steam stopped hissing. The conductor looked at the key, then slowly removed his cap. For the first time, he bowed his head. Not to the archivist, not to Daniel, to the little girl. Noah closed his fingers around the key. It was warm, strangely warm, as though someone had been holding it only moments before. The silver watch inside the carriage ticked faster. Backward, backward, backward. The mysterious figure finally spoke. His voice was barely louder than a whisper. Bring the key, or leave forever. Noah stepped closer to the carriage door. The closer he came, the quieter the station became. Until he couldn't hear his own breathing anymore. He placed one foot on the first metal step. Instantly, a flood of images exploded inside his mind. A little boy waving goodbye from a platform. A woman crying while reading a letter. A soldier embracing his daughter. An old man playing piano in an empty station. Thousands, no, millions of memories. Not his own, everyone's. Noah stumbled backward. The vision vanished. He collapsed to one knee. Daniel caught him before he hit the ground. What did you see? Noah struggled to breathe. They're all inside the train. The memories. Every single one. The archivist slowly nodded. Now you understand. The train doesn't carry passengers. It carries what they leave behind. The realization struck Noah like lightning. Every disappearance, every forgotten person, every empty passenger, they had all surrendered something. Not their lives, their memories. The whistle screamed again. The station lights flickered violently. The conductor looked toward the old clock above the platform. Its hands suddenly stopped. Exactly at 3 a.m. The speaker crackled one final time. Doors closing. Metal doors along every carriage slammed shut. One after another. Clang, clang, clang. Only the final carriage remained open. still waiting, still inviting. The mysterious figure slowly stood. For the first time, he stepped into the light spilling from the doorway. Noah's heart stopped. The face beneath the hat wasn't a stranger. It wasn't Daniel. It wasn't Elias. It wasn't the conductor. It was the older version of Noah Carter. The same man from the archive. Only now, he wore the uniform of the train's final passenger. He smiled gently, then spoke the words Noah had feared most. "I've been waiting for you to remember why you came." The train lurched forward, just an inch. The last carriage door remained open, and Noah realized the choice was no longer between boarding or walking away. It was between remembering or becoming one of the forgotten. Chapter 2 Part 12. The first memory. The station clock remained frozen. 3 a.m. No ticking. No movement. Even the steam rising from the locomotive had stopped in mid-air. Time itself had paused. Noah stood motionless at the open door of the final carriage. Across from him, the older version of himself remained perfectly calm. He slowly removed the conductor's cap from his head. "You finally recognize me." Noah tightened his grip on the brass key. "I recognize your face, but I don't know who you are." The older Noah smiled. "You do. You've simply forgotten." Silence. The word struck harder than Noah expected. Forgotten. That word had followed him since entering Ashcroft Station. Every clue, every warning, every impossible event always led back to memory. Daniel stepped closer. "Don't believe everything he says." The older Noah looked at Daniel with sympathy. "I've never lied to him. I've only told him things before he was ready to hear them." The conductor quietly checked his pocket watch, then looked toward the frozen station clock. "You have 3 minutes." Noah frowned. "The clock isn't moving." The conductor nodded. "It doesn't need to. The decision already has." A cold wind drifted through the carriage. Not from outside. From inside. The air smelled strangely familiar. Old paper, fresh coffee, rain-soaked pavement. The scent triggered something inside Noah's mind. A memory. Small, blurred. He saw himself as a child, standing beside his father at a train station. A red balloon floated in his tiny hand. His father smiled, then suddenly looked frightened. He knelt before young Noah, placed both hands on his shoulders, and said, "If you ever hear a train with no destination, don't look back." The memory vanished. Noah staggered. His breathing became uneven. "My father. I remember." The older Noah nodded. "Only the beginning." Daniel looked confused. "You never told me that story." "I couldn't," Noah whispered. "I didn't remember it until now." The archivist quietly closed his eyes. "The key is working." The brass key grew warmer inside Noah's hand. Tiny lines of golden light spread across its surface. Symbols slowly appeared. Ancient railway markings. Numbers. Dates. Coordinates. None of them made sense. Until one number stood out. 17. The same number Noah had seen everywhere. October 17th. Train 17. Platform 17. Photographs dated the 17th. He looked toward the archivist. Why 17? The archivist answered without hesitation. Because that was the first journey. The first journey? The first memory that was ever lost. Before Noah could ask more, the station lights flickered once. The frozen steam began moving again. Very slowly, the station clock trembled. Its second hand twitched. One click. Time had started again. The conductor looked up. 2 minutes. The passengers remained seated inside the train. Completely silent. Every face stared out the windows. Not at Noah. Beyond him. As though watching something approaching from the darkness behind the platform. Edward slowly turned. His face immediately turned pale. No. Noah followed his gaze. At the far end of the platform, a single figure stood beneath the broken station lamp. Tall, wearing a long black coat, no hat, no luggage, his face hidden in shadow. He wasn't moving, just watching. The little girl suddenly gasped. He's not supposed to be here. Daniel took one step backward. I know him. Noah looked at Daniel. Who is he? Daniel's answer came as a whisper. The passenger who never boarded. The figure slowly lifted his head. Even from that distance, Noah felt an unbearable weight pressing against his chest. Something about the stranger felt wrong. Not frightening. Not violent. Simply impossible. The station lights dimmed again. When they brightened, the man had moved. Not walked. Moved. Now he stood halfway across the platform. Still silent. Still staring. The conductor's calm expression disappeared. For the first time, he looked genuinely alarmed. He found us. The older Noah immediately stepped down from the carriage. Noah, listen carefully. If he reaches the train, every memory inside will disappear. Noah looked between the stranger and the train. What does he want? The older Noah answered quietly. He doesn't want memories. He wants emptiness. Another flicker. The stranger was closer again. Only a few dozen feet away now. No footsteps. No sound. Just closer. The brass key in Noah's hand became almost too hot to hold. Golden light spread between his fingers. The symbols carved into its surface began glowing brighter. The archivist stared at it. His eyes widened. It has chosen. The conductor looked toward Noah, then toward the approaching stranger. Finally, he spoke.